So, I can't get out to film this. So I'm just going to describe to you what it is that I would like to do. You have to use your imagination. So imagine this. I've just walked into a pub. Proper classic one. Bar mats, horse brasses on the walls. There's useless bric-a-brac in the shape of whatever animal is on the pub sign. Chairs are red. Walls are dark wood. No one in the pub at all. That will become important later. I've walked down the stairs. There's stairs in this pub. Walked down the stairs with the camera following me, and I stand at the bar. Camera pans around to being in front of me before I start speaking. First, I tried chipping away at the tiles in the toilet like teeth. I tried to find a throat to climb down and see whether there was a heart behind the wooden panelling. I found a hole and started to crawl inside, but all I could spot was swizzle sticks and non-recyclable straws, bits of glass like diamonds, garnishes shaped like swords and umbrellas, a dried out lemon that looked like it had eaten an extremely sour lime. I emerged in the gap behind the fridge, through a hole in the floorboards big enough to drop a credit card down. Not through the crack in the tiles I'd wanted to drip from. The one shaped like porn. You know the one. While saying all this, I've walked into the toilets and washed my hands. The toilet is dingy but not dirty. This is a promotional film, can't be dirty. White tiles with cracks on them. When I say that last bit about the tile that's shaped like porn, I point at a tile on the wall that looks like a sort of rear end, which I've seen lots of times before. Perhaps there was something in the moonlight that reflected from the silver taps, or in the LED shine when the badge falls off. I tried to catch some of those motes that glimmer in a pint glass, but beer's best kept in there. Besides, it didn't rejigger the fizz into the flat lager in the pipes. I make this place an organ. Not quite the sort that throbs inside of you, more like the kind you'd find in a church. Each pint poured is another verse of pipe organ drone. And I never want to go home. It'll be closing time forever. The warm all-around vibration of 1,000 unwanted customers singing. But I've still got wheels to go nowhere. I've walked behind the bar. Camera is behind me for a moment whilst I sing, demonstrating again how empty the pub is. As I say, this will become important later. So I do. I turn down the lights and dream it's open. Don't dream it's over. I pull out a pint glass from beneath the bar and start pouring myself a pint. Something that looks good on camera, like, I don't know, an amber ale or a Guinness maybe. Has to be real, because I have to drink it. We'll decide that later. Like a magic trick involving multicoloured handkerchiefs played in reverse, a multi-pack of smells to pull up my nose. Vinegar ale and cider for my chips, busted open bag of scampi fries on my lips, warm and greasy. Complemented nicely with bitter, salty sting, drinks that you quaff, red-cheeked and gouty, red wine that sends you red-eyed in the morning. there's safety. A home in the promise of a good time that's already been had. They don't just end like dark black splattered full stops, squashed tadpoles. They turn into frogs. I put my pint on the bar and walk back around to the other side so I can grab the pint like a customer. I turn to walk to my seat and the camera follows behind me. The pub is now full. The people in it are moving at a different speed to me, sort of like I've had 100 cups of coffee, like Fry in that episode of Futurama. I've seen pubs turned into houses, but they trap the good times in the walls. That's a fact. Sometimes in a secret room where ghosts you can see are projected in the seats, flickering, shouting cheers and spilling ectoplasm pints on their good ghost trousers. They make noises like foxes during lockdown, with the volume turned down, cheering like the night is theirs. The pub crowd cheer at this point. And it is. They cheer again. Those nights don't come in bottles. There's no ABV on lightning. Camera pans away from me now. Goes up to the ceiling, which is not a traditional sort of pub rafters, but it's a glass ceiling. And you can see the stars. There's probably like a constellation in the shape of a pint or something. Those nights are yet to be brewed. From the sweat in the rafters, the tears shed over spilt booze, the CO2 from inside birthday balloons. This is a bouncy pub. And no one has a pin or any shoes to take off in the first place. We're now in a bouncy castle, for some reason. You can dance and bounce without them. And you don't have to wait your turn. There's room for absolutely everyone. And your socks stay up forever. I'm back at the bar, pouring pints for the happy customers. This isn't the last orders. The bell is just ringing out a bit longer than usual. Time always starts again. To tomorrow. I wish I was there. This time, when I sing, there is a choir of customers singing with me. And I never want to go home. It'll be closing time forever. And I never want to go home. It'll be closing time forever.